Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Putela. I did my master degree from University of Mysore, continued to Doctor of Philosophy, PhD from VTU Belgaum. I've been teaching chemistry, applied chemistry, and related science subjects for pre-university, UG, as well as PG students. Right now, I'm on YouTube with my YouTube channel, My Intuition. Classes for plus one, that is first PUC, plus two, second PUC, regular classes as well as coaching classes. So if you share this information to the students or their parents, it will be more useful for them. If you are watching, if you are a student, please watch this video completely and give your feedback or your doubts or queries to the comment box or to the WhatsApp number displayed in the screen. Also, please subscribe my channel for more videos. This particular class is for second PU plus 2 chemistry, unit 10, haloalkanes and haloarenes of NCERT textbook. This class number 6, enantiomers, diastereomers, and RS configuration, continuation of class from of optical isomerism of class 6, class 5. So this particular class, I'll explain about enantiomers, diastereomers, CIP rule of R and S configuration, retention, inversion, and racemization concepts. Enantiomers. Enantiomers, to explain, I took chiral carbon atom, a chiral molecule, a carbon atom connected to 4 different atoms A, B, C, D, and its mirror image. The molecule and its mirror image, they are non-superimposable. So they are the stereoisomers, which are non-superimposable mirror images. Okay, so last class I took the examples. Okay, the same thing I can present here. So this is a chiral carbon atom, so with a bromine, a fluorine, chlorine, then hydrogen. Its mirror image and the same molecule are not the same. If I take its mirror image of this molecule, say its mirror image, I can say that this is the mirror image with chlorine here, fluorine here, fluorine here, bromine here, and hydrogen. So it is exactly the mirror images of fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and hydrogen away from that. So these two molecules uh, are non-superimposable, and they look like mirror image. So these are two different molecules. Okay, so we cannot at any way, if you arrange, they will not, you cannot superimpose the atoms. All the atoms will not come near. Okay, if two atoms come near, the other two atoms will be the different of the tetrahedral shape. Therefore, we can say that they are enantiomers. So it is a stereoisomer which are non-superimposable. Mirror images are called enantiomer. Whereas diastereomers, say example for a stereoisomer, which are enantiomers, are plus lactic acid and minus lactic acid. Diastereomers are stereoisomers which are not superimposable, non-mirror images. Okay, so first place enantiomer we see they have become mirror image, whereas diastereomers even they will not be the mirror image also. So it will be different. At the end of this class, I'll show you what that mean. Okay, so diastereomers are non-superimposable, non-mirror images, and it is a stereoisomer. So example for chiral molecule, last class we explained that 2-chlorobutane, CH3, CHCl, CH2, CH3 is a structural representation, three-dimensional structural representation is given here. And it also, we call it as S configuration. Okay, so there I didn't explain it. So this is the class where I'm going to explain what is this R and S configuration and how you can assign the R configuration and S configuration to the molecule. And it has nothing to do with the plane polarized light. Okay, so in plane polarized light, we say that plus rotatory, that is dextrorotatory, as well as L, that is levorotatory. So plus and minus sign, that is representing its property towards the plane polarized light. So here this R and S configuration has nothing to do with the plane polarized light. That is just the three-dimensional structural arrangement. The configuration we are explaining, whether it is R configuration or S configuration. Okay, so RS configuration. So I took the same example. Okay, here A, B, C, D is the priority order given. Okay, and D is the molecule with the least priority. A priority 1, B priority 2, C the third priority. So to give RS configuration, always the atom or molecule with the least priority. So how to give priority, that also I'll explain. So the atom or molecule with the least priority should be always kept away from the observer. It should be away from. It should not face. It should be away from. Or if you are facing that one, it should be kept away from your say viewpoint. Okay. Then the remaining atoms. Say the D is always the D is kept away from the observer. So here the D is away from the observer. So the arrow mark indicating that D is away from the observer. Then the first case, we can say that the order of arrangement of A, B, C is in this clockwise direction. Okay, so the arrangement of A, B, C is in clockwise direction. That is right side. Okay, so right side in Greek, right is rectus. Therefore, we call this type of arrangement of atoms in three dimension as R configuration. So this is a R configuration molecule. Whereas the second one, okay, again A, B, C, D only atoms are the same. Atoms or molecules are the same, and they are mirror images. Therefore, this is not the same molecule; it is a different molecule. So this is an enantiomer, the enantiomer of a first molecule. Okay, so here we can see the arrangement of A, B, C is towards the left side. If you count, say A, B, C, if you count, it goes to the left side rotation or or counterclockwise rotation. So we can say that yes, left side is Greek word that is sinister. Therefore, we call it as S configuration. So this is how we have to give RS configuration. First, you have to consider the atoms. You have to give priority to the atoms. How give priority, that will explain now. Okay, so first you need to give priority order. Then the least priority atom should be kept away from the observer. That means it should be behind. We cannot see the molecule. The remaining three molecules which are present on the tetrahedral shape, that we need to check whether it is arranged in a clockwise direction. Okay, if I show clockwise here, mirror image is coming. So this is the clockwise. Okay, for you this is the clockwise. So this is the clockwise direction. If it is in clockwise direction or say right direction, to us it is, if it is in right direction, that is R configuration. If it is left direction, then it is S configuration. Okay, so me what I'm there in a screen, that is my mirror image, because it is camera catching me. Okay, therefore if I rotate like this is my clockwise direction, but for you it is the this is the clockwise direction. Okay. So priority order. So priority order, how to give priority order, that we have to follow the CIP rule, that is Kahn Ingold Prelog. Okay, the name of the scientist. Okay, so they first produced this rule to how to give the RS configuration. Therefore, we call it as CIP rule of configuration of chirality center. So the first point in CIP rule says that the atomic number of atoms which are connected to the chiral center. Okay, so this is the chiral center, center carbon atom. Then these are the atoms which are connected to that. Okay, therefore the atomic number of the atoms connected to the chiral center we need to check, and lower the atomic number, lower the priority. Higher the atomic number, higher the priority. Therefore, we can give the priority order here. So hydrogen has got least priority, then deuterium, then nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sulfur, chlorine, bromine, iodine, like that it goes. So this is just a simple example is given. So you can take a large number of molecules. You can count their atomic number that is given in the periodic table. Okay, so based on the atomic number, we can give the priority. Lower the atomic number, lower the priority. Higher the atomic number, higher the priority. Okay, so for example, the bromochlorofluoroethane, the example is given, bromochlorofluoroethane, bromochlorofluoromethane. Okay, and its mirror image is also given. Okay, so I can give the first structure, that is chlorofluorobromoethane. So this is the structure, say chlorine. This is fluorine. Okay, fluorine, it is towards your left side. Okay, what you are seeing the screen, it is in the left side. Okay, and this is bromine and hydrogen. So this is a hydrogen. Okay, and its mirror image or its enantiomer, again with the chlorine, bromine, hydrogen, and fluorine. Okay, so these two molecules, how we can give the RS configuration, which is R, which is S. Okay, so if I take this molecule, so this is chlorine here, fluorine here, which one? Bromine is here, and hydrogen is here. So when we give the priority order, okay, so you can say that bromine is having the highest priority. Okay, its atomic number is very high compared to chlorine. Then chlorine compared to fluorine, chlorine has got second priority, and the least priority is given to hydrogen. Okay, the same way the second molecule, the enantiomer as well, we can give the number. Okay, so priority number, there is no other number, just a priority, first priority, second priority, third priority, and fourth priority. Okay, now to your screen, that is chlorine, fluorine. Fluorine is in the right side of your screen. Then bromine. Okay, so that is the second molecule. Okay, this molecule. So I will consider the other structure. Okay, so this is the first structure, chlorine. Where is the chlorine? Okay, so chlorine is there, fluorine is there, bromine is there. So fluorine is towards the left side, so that will show the screen. So this is the fluorine on left side, and chlorine at the top, and bromine it is towards the right side. Okay, and hydrogen it is kept away from hydrogen is kept away from you. Okay, so this is chlorine, bromine, fluorine. Okay, so fluorine is in towards the left side of the screen, I can see. So fluorine is left side, bromine is right side, and chlorine is at the top. And the least priority hydrogen, it is kept away from the observer. So you are the observer. Okay, I am holding it. Or I can say, if I look like this, that is the structure. Okay, so here if I give the priority order, so the bromine has got a first priority, chlorine second priority, fluorine third priority. Therefore, it goes in this direction. Okay, so first priority, second priority, third priority. So this is the priority order. So you can say that, okay, the hydrogen is kept away from the observer. So I'm hiding that hydrogen there. So we can say that this is the priority order: bromine to chlorine, then fluorine, then to bromine. Okay, so we can say that this is rotating in the screen. What is displayed here, it is towards the left side direction. Okay, the rotation is towards left side direction. Therefore, left means sinister, that is S bromochlorofluoromethane. Okay, so that molecule, the first molecule, it is S configuration. Whereas the second one, the second structure, okay, so chlorine, bromine, fluorine. So here fluorine is towards the right side, bromine to the left side. Okay, so fluorine is right side, bromine left, fluorine right side, bromine left side, and chlorine is at the top. And hydrogen it is behind us. Okay, or behind you. Okay, therefore I'm hiding that hydrogen there. So hydrogen it is there behind us. So, okay, so this is the configuration. This is the arrangement of atoms, and we can give the priority order: bromine to chlorine to fluorine. Okay, so if I see that it goes in this direction, so in the screen, okay, so it goes in this direction. Therefore, this is right side rotation in the screen. Okay, therefore we can say that right means R, that is R configuration. Therefore, it is R bromochlorofluoromethane. Okay, so that is the way to give RS configuration. If all the atoms are as such, it is different. Okay, so it is fluorine, bromine, hydrogen, and chlorine. Okay, so it is very easy to give the priority order. Little bit complicated. If the atoms are connected to the chiral center are same, okay, then the priority is decided with the next atom connected to that atom. So example, if I give the schematic representation given in the screen, say chlorine, hydrogen, whereas the other two atoms connected to the chiral center are same, then it will not be a chiral center. Therefore, it has some other group connected to that. Then only we can say that it is a chiral center. Okay, now if these two, say circle is represented, blue color circle is represented there, that is the same, but the one atom connected to that atom or the circle, say here square, here it is triangle. So we have to consider the next atom which is connected to that. Then we have to give the priority order. We have to give the add up the atomic number. Then we have to give the priority order. Okay, say example, this molecule. Okay, given molecule, we need to consider the priority order. So first priority always will come to oxygen, because the other are carbon and hydrogen. So oxygen will get the first priority. Now here also carbon, CH2OH, and CH, CH3 twice. Okay, so the atom connected to carbon are again carbon only. Atom connected to the stereo center, the center carbon atom are carbon and carbon. Okay, now to give priority, we need to consider the other atoms connected to that carbon. So here carbon contains two hydrogen and one oxygen. Here the carbon contains hydrogen and two carbon. So if you count the atomic mass or the atom connected to that, oxygen is connected directly connected to the carbon. Therefore, second priority we have to give to CH2OH. Okay, and third priority will go to CH3 twice, and least priority always goes to hydrogen atomic mass 1. Okay, so this is the order. Now you can say that even the priority order is given. Now the hydrogen we have to keep away from the observer, behind that one, the other molecule in front of us. Then we need to check this is 1 2 3 in right side direction. Okay, so the arrangement of atoms are in the right side direction, therefore it is R configuration. Okay, so third point, if the atom connected to the chiral center are carbon only, two carbon are there, whereas one carbon is having a single bond, the other carbon is having a double bond or triple bond, then how to give the priority order? Okay, almost the same structure, but the carbon atom having a double bond, other carbon atom is having a single bond. So if a double bond is there, that is treated as two single bonds. Okay, if a triple bond is there, that is considered as three single bonds, and the atom connected to that we have to count it twice. If carbon double bond carbon is there, that means carbon connected to carbon, carbon connected to carbon, therefore two carbon effect is there. Okay, like that we have to give the priority order. Okay, not me telling, that is CIP rule. Okay, this is usually universally followed rule of to give RS configuration. So as an example, a structure is given here, NH2 C H CH double bond CH2 having a CH2 CH2OH group. That is a molecule, a little bit complicated molecule is given. Okay, so I prepared that one. Okay, so in screen it looks inverted, but still I think it will be sufficient to clear your doubts here. Okay, so here we have to give the priority. So priority 1 goes to nitrogen always. Okay, the other are carbon and hydrogen. So here nitrogen, a carbon and a hydrogen. Therefore, first priority goes to nitrogen. Second priority goes to carbon, then hydrogen. Here two carbon are there. So I said just the third point, that a carbon containing double bond should be given higher priority than carbon containing single bond. Okay, so this carbon here single bond, here carbon contains a double bond. Okay, therefore second priority here. Third priority to CH2OH. Okay, and fourth priority to hydrogen. Okay, now here we can say that here the hydrogen is facing you. Okay, or hydrogen is facing us, even to me also it is facing, I'm looking the screen. Okay, whereas here if I say that the hydrogen, say hydrogen is there. Okay, so hydrogen is facing you. The top it is NH2 group. Okay, what I written, that is NH2. Okay, and here this side it is that CH a double bond, a molecule with the double bond, and this is the molecule without a double bond or with a CH2OH. So here it is inverted, I written CH2COOH. Okay, okay, so now what happened here at this what are shown in the screen, there's a screen, the hydrogen it is facing us. Okay, so as per the CAP rule, after giving the priority order, the least priority atom, so here it is the hydrogen atom, least priority atom, that should go away from the observer. So you are looking from this side, therefore this hydrogen has to go away from the observer, therefore we need to rotate it. Okay, so rotating it and keeping it away from the observer. So I kept it away from the observer. Then atoms, that is NH2, not atom, molecule, NH2. Here it is the molecule with a double bond. Okay, so here it is the molecule with a single bond, CH2 single bond CH. Okay, now please look at the screen. Okay, so we can say that the priority order is given. Now we need to keep the least priority atom or group away from the observer. Okay, that means we need to rotate this molecule. We need to rotate what I already did it. So you need to rotate the molecule. okay, or reorienting that one. I'm not disturbing the structure, I'm not removing, breaking the bond, just rotating the molecule, three-dimensional rotation. Then we'll get the corresponding structure with CH2OH on your right side of the screen, CH with a double bond on left side of the screen, NH2 at the top, and hydrogen goes towards the back side of that one. Okay, so this is the arrangement. Now priority order: nitrogen gets the first priority. Double bond will get the second priority, where the double bond towards the left side of the screen for you. Okay, and CH2OH will get the least priority. Okay, just by turning the molecule, rotating the molecule, okay, we can say that the hydrogen will go back, and that CH2H2 go towards the left side direction. Okay, so now we can say that the molecule, the priority, if we consider, so what we are seen here in the screen, the hydrogen I'm pushing backside. Okay, hydrogen goes backside. Then this CH2 molecule, it will come to the left side. Okay, hydrogen goes there, this CH2 comes to the left side, and this CH2OH will go to right side. So that arrangement is given here. Okay, so that three-dimensional, you can make the model and you can rotate it. That is very easy to understand. Okay, so we'll get the structure like that. Then priority order, as per that, least priority atom behind that molecule, that is kept away from the observer. Therefore the orientation is 1 2 3, like that. That is, it is left side, towards the left side. Therefore this is a S configuration. Okay, so you cannot count here. If you count, that will be different. Therefore, as per CIP rule, then as per the actual configuration that we are giving, as per the CIP rule, it becomes S molecule. Okay, now at retention, say during a chemical reaction, if the product's configuration is the same as that of the substrate. Okay, so, a chemical reaction takes place, a molecule of a particular configuration reacts, and it gives the corresponding product. Corresponding product is formed. So this is the substrate, this is the product formed. Okay, so if the product configuration R or S, if it is the same, if it is the same configuration, then we call it as a retention. Okay, so if any bond of the stereo center, okay, so this is the stereo center, if these bonds are not broken, okay, if something happened to the molecule which is attached to there only, so there only rearrangement takes place, or okay, the bond which is connected to that only it happening, then there is nothing happened, the same structure will be there. Therefore usually, if the stereo center is not broken, general cases, we can say that it will be giving the retention configuration. So example, 2-methyl butane 1-ol. Okay, so that is 2-methyl butane 1-ol. Ol means alcohol group is there. Okay, that is having negative sign here. That means to the plane polarized light. Okay, not RS configuration. To the plane polarized light, it rotates towards left side direction. Okay, the plane polarized light is rotated to left side direction, not the molecule as such, or molecule arrangement rotation is not, does not mean. Okay, okay, so it is given minus 2-methyl butane 1-ol reacts with HCl on heating, gives 1-chloro-2-methyl butane. Okay, and it is plus sign given here. Plus sign means that is dextro-rotatory. The plane polarized light is rotated to a right side direction. Okay, nothing to do with the RS configuration. Now if we consider the RS configuration, whether the configuration is S or R, we'll check it out. Okay, so I'll take the same molecule. Okay, so I need to rearrange the molecule. Okay, here CH2OH is there, H, both are facing us. Okay, just like two molecules coming closer to you. Okay, like this arrangement it is given there. Both are near to the observer. Okay, so we need to arrange in such a way that the hydrogen goes back. Okay, hydrogen should go away from the observer. Okay, so I rearranged it. Okay, that means I took this CH2OH to this left side direction. Okay, CH3 is already there. Okay, just turned it. CH3 I just turned like this. Okay, we need to turn it the molecule like this, and just the CH2OH is taken to the left side. Okay, then automatically the CH2 CH3 molecule will be facing the observer, or the one who or to you, towards you. Okay, and hydrogen is behind that one. Now we can give the priority order. Okay, CH3, CH2OH, CH2, CH3, and hydrogen. Okay, so here all three are carbon only. Okay, now we need to take the second point, that is the atoms which are connected to that carbon. Here it is hydrogen, here oxygen, here carbon. So CH2OH, oxygen is having a higher priority. Therefore, this is uh, priority number one. We have to give priority number one, CH2OH. Okay, and second priority go to CH2, CH3, because carbon is there. Second carbon is connected, and third priority go to CH3. So this is the priority order where the say cursor is moving. You can see, so that is rotating, or it is arranged in the say left, right, left side, or say rotation in the left side in the screen. Therefore we can say left means that is S configuration. Okay, the product formed, okay, it also rearranged such a way that hydrogen is away from the observer. Then CH2, CH3 will come towards the observer. CH2, Cl, and CH3 will be on that particular plane. Okay, then we can give the priority order. Carbon connected to chlorine will get first priority, then CH2, CH3 second priority, then CH3. Therefore again it is the priority order is again towards the left side. Again it is also yes configuration. Therefore it is retention. We can say that the product and the substrate are having same configuration, or the product formed, it is retention. Okay, so the second point, that is inversion. During the chemical reaction, if the product's configuration is inverse configuration as that of the substrate, say the substrate is S configuration and the product formed is R configuration, that is inversion. Or the substrate is R configuration and the product formed by reaction, the product formed, it is S configuration, that is inversion. This structure is inverted. Okay, so we call it as inversion configuration. Racemization, if the product formed, okay, not only one product, two products are formed of the same molecule having say isomers are formed. Okay, two products means as such they will not give a different chemical property, but they are isomers to each other. Okay, towards the plane polarized light, its property, and they will be having S and R, both equimolar mixture, 50 to 50 ratio. Equimolar mixtures are formed in the product, then we call it as racemization. Okay, so last point to explain what is enantiomers and diastereomers. Okay, so I think I can give the model representation for that. Okay, so I will get ready for that. Okay, so here those two molecules are enantiomeric pairs. First two cases they are enantiomeric pair, whereas here they are not, they are look mirror image, but they are the same molecule. They are the same molecule. You can rearrange it and kept they are superimposable. Therefore, they are the same molecule. Okay, these two are not too different. They are the same, identical. Okay, we can say that that is meso compound. Okay, so that is a meso compound. It means it will not rotate the plane polarized light because it has got a plane of symmetry in the molecular structure. Whereas these two structure, they are enantiomeric pairs, and any one of these structure to the right side structure, they are diastereomers. Okay, so I'll try to represent data with a model that I prepared with straw and paper. Okay, so I'm preparing that one. So better I give the color to the compound. So CH3 I can give green color. Okay, the CH3 is given green color. Chlorine is given red color. Hydrogen is given say black color. Okay, so this is the representation. I'm trying to prepare that molecule here. Okay, so I'm giving the green color here. Okay, so green color to the molecule, that is CH3 there. Okay, so forget about CH3 chlorine and so we'll take the color. Okay, so this is that first one here. Therefore it's opposite molecule, so this is the bond formed between that one, and here it is the opposite side. Here also it will get this structure. Okay, so this is just away from that. So okay, so here green color, here also green color. Okay, so I'll rebuild it. I will rebuild the structure to explain the same. Okay, so I will take another supporting molecule. Okay, so the structure is having two chiral centers. Okay, so two chiral centers can be prepared. So here one and here also one. So I think better I will sign out from the presentation. Okay, so this is the presentation. Again, that other one. Okay, now here carbon atom. Okay, so carbon atom. So I presented like this the first structure. Okay, so carbon atom connected to the right side. Carbon atom is there, and one more carbon atom connected here. Okay, so that is the first structure, that methyl group and carbon atoms. Okay, so this is the tetrahedral shape. Okay, now chlorine comes here. Chlorine comes here, and another chlorine on the same side. Okay, so a plastic model will be better. This is just a paper model. I'm making it. Okay, so you can see that this is the first molecule with say green color at the top. Okay, so green color at the top, green color at the bottom, green color at the bottom. So oppositing, say just opposite that one, and this chlorine atoms or red colors are on okay, facing you. Okay, and the black color they are facing away from us. Okay, that is the first structure. Okay, and the second model also we need to connect. It's a mirror image I need to prepare. Okay, so that side here black color was there, so opposite to that black color I need to connect. Okay, so that there I connected one black, one more required. Okay, one more black color, two black colors that representing hydrogen. Okay, so now chlorine connected. Okay, with a red color. Okay, so this is green color CH3, black color hydrogen, red color that is chlorine. Okay, so these two are the structures, and you can see anyhow if I rotate or make it align, they are exactly the mirror images of each other. Okay, so you can prepare the model in the same way, and you can check it. So here you can see the carbon coming here. Okay, so carbon connected to it's a coming near height, that green color above and below, they are also the mirror image. So this is the exact mirror image, and the mirror image it is offer two chiral carbon atoms. Okay, so two chiral carbon atoms are there, and we can call this as the enantiomers. Okay, they are non-superimposable. Okay, if I try to connect in anyhow, if I arrange the molecule, okay, any way if I try to arrange also, they at all the atoms are not coming to the same side, or they are not superimposable. Okay, they are non-superimposable mirror images, so we call them as a enantiomer. Okay, so this is an enantiomer, whereas the other structure which I represented there, that is meso compound. Meso compound, if I represent, say say I need to rearrange it. So this one and this one, if I replace, I'll be getting the almost I'll be getting the meso compound. Okay, just I rearranged the chlorine and hydrogen. Okay. Okay, so this is a meso compound because this molecule it has got a molecular plane, a plane which split between, gives the mirror image of the molecule. So it has got a plane of symmetry. Okay, so say green color, black and black on the same side. Okay, so this is the same side, and red color on the opposite side. Okay, so this is a meso compound. Okay, and it is looks like the same as that of the first structure, but they are not the same. If I rotate the molecule, because carbon carbon single bond, you can rotate it easily. If a double bond is there, we cannot rotate. Okay. Okay, so these two are the first one which I consider for the enantiomers. Two structure was there. Okay, whereas this one, if I rotate, anyhow rotate the molecular rotation only. Okay, that is the same molecule. Okay, so these two we can consider as the diastereomers. Okay, so that is the explanation for enantiomer and diastereomer. So this was the representation. Okay, so this is the representation given the color. Okay, so one compound it is enantiomer. One structure, the first structure they are enantiomer pairs, and the second one which is a meso compound. Whereas any one of the meso compound to the enantiomer pair, any one of the enantiomer pair, they are diastereomers, and they are non-superimposable, non-mirror image. Okay, they are not mirror image. Okay, the molecule which is given in the right side, any one of the molecule on the right side, and any one of the structure on the left side, if you consider those two. Okay, so that one the article those two, they are not even mirror image also, they are not superimposable also, we call it as diastereomers. Okay, so that is the end of presentation. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel and support me. Thank you very much once again. Have a nice day.